And welcome to Rector High School. We're here for the Northeast Arkansas matchup we look forward to each year here on YHC, Rector versus Marmaduke. I'm Tyler Widener along with Michael Lindsay here for tonight's game. And Michael, it's good to have you on the broadcast.
Hey, thanks for having me. Filling in for Steve Horton.
Sure.
Just last minute, you're scraping the bottom of the barrel, but we'll make it through.
But we're glad to have you on, and we're always looking forward to this matchup each year here on YHC. It's Rector versus Marmaduke. They've played previously this year, and Marmaduke come away with a victory. So Rector's got the Marmaduke Greyhounds on their home court tonight, looking to avenge that loss, and I'm sure Marmaduke wants to come in here and be 2-0 against Rector this year. And it's always good to see these two teams each year. Two well-coached teams, Matt Mills for Rector, Steve Ritchie for Marmaduke. So it should be a good one.
Always a good one for Rector Marmaduke.
As the Rector High School band performs our national anthem.
And starting for the Marmaduke Greyhounds, number 3 is 6-foot senior Morgan Hawley. Number 5 is 6-foot junior Casey Reagans. Number 30, Dylan Bungelder, the 6-foot senior. Number 15, a 5'10 senior Zach McDowell. And number 10, a 6-foot junior Will Wimberry. And for the Rector Cougars,
Number 1, Denver
Knight.
Number 3, Dylan Shelton.
And number 3, Dylan Shelton.
Wearing number 5, Alex Scott.
Number 5, Alex Scott.
Number 21, Brandon Stevens.
Number 21, Brandon Stevens.
And number 23, Mitchell Weber.
Number 23, Mitchell Weber. And those are the old Rector Cougars. And it's been a while since we've been back here to Rector, but the last time we were here, Rector got a big win over Kennett, and that was a big win. Kennett Indians has a fine team this year, and Rector's been playing very well, and they've got a lot of confidence over this year, and this will certainly be a builder if they can come away with a win against Marmaduke. But on the other side, Marmaduke, always a big game between these two teams, and we shouldn't expect anything less than a great game here tonight, Michael.
It'll be a great game. Rector's had been up and down some, but they do have a lot of ability, and it will be a great game tonight.
And here we go for the tip. Hawley and Stevens. And they don't quite let it get to the peak, so they'll re-jump it. Well, the last game we had here, Brandon Stevens had a whale of a game. And Hawley always comes through in big situations for the Greyhounds as well.
Looks like we have Mitchell Weber back. I believe he's been hurt for a game or two. And it's important to have him back for them to have a chance tonight.
And Weber out to Knight. Alex Scott will handle it at the point. Man-to-man defense by the Greyhounds. Three-pointer put up by Shelton. Good. Puts the Cougars on the board.
It's going to be important for them to hit that three-point shot.
Sure, they've shot the ball well. The games that we've done, they've been shooting the ball well from the outside, so they'll certainly look to do the same tonight.
It's definitely important for them. They sometimes are a little bit weak inside, so they're going to need that outside game to open it up some.
And Morgan Hawley goes to score, and he's fouled on the shot. He'll go to the line to shoot two. First shot up, good. The foul charge to Denver Knight. Second shot on the way, it's good. Morgan Hawley's played at a high level over the past 2 or 3 years that we've seen, and in his senior year, he's looking to do big things. And what I've heard, he's had a great year so far. And Denver Knight handling it, gets it up to Weber, and looking for a pass underneath. Knight pitches it back out. Stevens with it underneath. Turns, shoots, scores. Nice shot, Brandon Stevens.
Nice move right there.
Sure is. He's got that inside-outside game. He can play outside, shoot the ball, and go in the post and pull off a nifty move, such as he did right there. Shot up and good. And the corner, that's for Dylan Bongilder. So 2 early three-pointers for both teams. And ball deflected away. This is Hawley on the break. And he'll score it.
He is a force to reckon with.
He is. Anytime he gets in the open court, you can pretty much write the two down, and he's just played well. Every time we've had a game with Morgan Hawley and the Greyhounds, he's always shown up big.
Very athletic young man.
Three-pointer up, no good by Weber, but Brandon Stevens right there with a putback.
I hope this one is as good as the last one. The last one was a barn burner.
It sure is. It seems like no matter what team each team has each year, it seems like they always get up for this game, and it always seems like a nail-biter.
You bet, you bet.
Hawley with the ball, works against Knight. McDowell with it. Guarded closely by Alex Scott. Close to a 5-second count, but gets rid of it. Reagan's with the ball now. And crosses over, taken away. And now Rector on the run out. Dylan Shelton goes up, and he's fouled on the shot. Not much contact there. He may have been expecting more contact. But the foul will be charged to the Greyhounds.
Looks like we're going to have a fast pace.
It's always a fast-paced game between these two teams. The foul charge to Zach McDowell. Shelton's first shot goes. And gets the second to go. And three-pointer no good by McDowell. He can shoot it from the outside as well. He just pulled it up right in the face of a Cougar there. And then Shelton on the drive gets it to go.
Very strong move at the basket right there. Impressive.
They saw the opening on the baseline, and the Greyhounds were unable to cut him off. Hawley goes into the paint, goes up, scores it.
Talk about strong moves. There's one right there.
Well, he just went right into the paint and split the defense up with the right hand. Very nice move there by Morgan Hawley. And we've got an illegal screen called on the Cougars. We'll turn it over to the Greyhounds. That's the second team foul for the Cougars. Foul charge to Mitchell Weber. McDowell with it, over to Hawley. He looks for it. Winberry back out to Hawley. Under 4 minutes remaining in this first quarter. Hawley on the drive. Blocked away, but he's fouled. So he'll go to the line to shoot two. They look like Brandon Stevens with the block. We'll see if he's charged with the foul. And actually it'll be charged to Dylan Shelton, his first. Morgan Hawley's first shot good. He's got 7 points already, Michael. He's off to a good start. Second shot's good. 8 points for Morgan Hawley here in this first quarter. Weber with the ball. Goes cross court. That's Shelton for three. Will not go. Scott with a rebound. He goes up, but he passes it off. Deflected away. Weber with the three at the top of the key. Will not go. And shot put up. No good by Hawley. And he's fouled on the shot. That's Alex Scott on the drive. That'll be the second team foul for the Greyhounds. Foul charge to Will Winberry, his first. Scott to the line to shoot two. First shot up, good. And we have Derek Donnell into the game for the Greyhounds, number 12. Scott's second shot, good. And Hawley with it underneath, deflected away. Weber retains it, pushed it up to Scott. Looked like the shot may have been blocked. Greyhounds back with it. Casey Reagans with it out front. And Reagan's with it. He's going to cross over, back it out. Chris Jones goes down to Hawley. He works underneath. Goes up and scores. Okay, he's had a great first half.
He's having
or first quarter here.
He sure is. They're going to have to find some way to contain him.
I was actually talking to Steve Horton earlier today, and he knows Morgan quite well, and he says he always finds a way. And a charging foul committed on the Cougars. Looks like that's Denver Knight picking up the offensive foul. That'll be his second personal foul, second personal foul for Denver Knight, 14 foul. Now under 2 minutes remaining, 13 all here in the first quarter. Hawley with it, works against Knight, pulls up, scores it. Wow. That's his fourth field goal, and he's got 12 in the game, 12 of the 15 Marmaduke points.
He's on a torrid pace, isn't he, Ty?
He is. Stevens works against Donnell. One minute remaining in this first quarter. Stevens with it. Rector being patient. Alex Scott with it now. Into the paint. Scott kicks it out to Knight. Now down to Stevens. He backs in. Turnaround jumper, no good, but Weber's right there with a putback. And Rector getting a few opportunities on the offensive boards here early on.
Yeah, Holly's having a great game, but the Rector's still staying in it. So,
Quite a few points here. We're not keeping up with it, but second chance opportunities for the Cougars. Proving to keep the Cougars in it here in the first quarter. We've got 15 seconds remaining. Looks like Marmaduke will try to take the last shot. Holly out front on the right side. Looking to work free Reagans. He's open for three. And a little strong. Donnell with a rebound. Can't get it off in time. And that brings it into our first quarter here from Rector. 15-15. Tie game after one. We'll be back with your second quarter coming up.
I'm Danny Ford, owner of Glen Saint. We realize the best advertising we have is when our customers tell us about their buying experience at Glen Saint, with price and service.
We have an outstanding service and parts department that I think you'll be very, very proud of. Every day we come to work and look forward to selling our next GMC truck and have been doing so ever since my late grandfather, Glen Sain, started the business in 1954.
We invite you to come and see us and see why so many are buying from us. And God bless our troops.
My country, tales of the sweet land of liberty, of the I see. Land where my fathers died, land of the pilgrim's pride, from every mountainside, let
And we're back here for your second quarter. Morgan Holly on the right side. Donnell with a screen. He's into the paint. Kicks it out to McDowell for three on the left side. No good. Rebound Weber. Deflected out of bounds. It will stay with the Cougars.
no disappointment so far, Tyler.
It's a close game, and we expect it to come down to the wire. And rebound Greyhounds.
Looks like Winberry on the rebound, I believe.
And three-pointer up and good. I didn't see who that was that time, did you? I know it was either Holly or Chris Jones. Really not sure. I looked away for just a moment, and too soon. Alex Scott gets it over to Weber. He swings over to Shelton, cross court to Daniel White, who's in the game. And Weber's into the lane. He'll be fouled on the shot. Foul charge to Will Winberry. That's his second. And first shot's good. Second shot good for Weber. He's got 4 in the game. 6.5 minutes remaining in this first half. Morgan Holly for 3 on the left side. He nails it. And he may have hit that one before if I didn't look away. So he's got at least a 15-point first half so far.
17 unofficially.
Unofficial, certainly. Three-pointer in the corner, good. That time by Dylan Shelton. He's got his second three-pointer of the game.
Both teams finding an answer every time.
They're trading baskets here early on. McDowell back with it. Hawley on the drive. Goes up, no good.
Maybe a little contact there, Tyler.
And a scramble for the ball, and it looked like that was Daniel White recovering it, and a timeout for the Cougars. We'll take a break and be right back.
Hello, I'm Dr. Terry Swinger, and I'm so pleased that YHC-TV will be carrying so many sporting events this year, both boys and girls. These events help with leadership, personality development, and I would like to wish all of our students and all of our schools a safe and successful year.
And back to action here, 5:26 remaining. Got a great game here. Marmaduke's got a 1-point lead. Rector hanging tough. And dump down pass. Stevens up in the paint, no good. Push in the back. Will turn it over to the Greyhounds. Nice opportunity underneath, just rimmed out. I think more as this game goes on, Stevens is going to play a bigger role in this game because he's getting opportunities underneath, and he's probably got the most size on the floor. So Rector certainly needs to be looking for him on the block because he's getting opportunities. Shot on the baseline, good. That time by Vungilder.
Not much substitution for Rector, so they may get a little winded before this half's over.
And it looks like we got a blocking foul underneath. Although I'm not sure.
I believe that's it, Tyler. I believe it will be. I didn't see who it was on, but
I didn't see them report the foul, but Alex Scott guarded closely and taken away, lost his footing. Ooh, and a backcourt violation. Fortunate for the Cougars, the Greyhounds had numbers.
Yeah, it was looked like a absolutely certain score.
Yeah, it was a certain score. He just happened to throw it to the wrong guy behind him. He had two players going towards the basket, but nice effort by the Greyhounds forcing the turnover, but now Rector back with it under 5 minutes here in the first half. And Shelton goes to the floor, or White rather, and an easy two for Casey Reagans. And a quick timeout by the Cougars. Matt Mills wanted to address probably the ball handling for the Cougars, and we'll take a break, and we'll be right back.
If you have the audacity to believe a financial advisor should talk with you, not at you.
If you have the nerve to believe meeting eye to eye helps you see eye to eye.
If you believe access to your financial advisor should be a right, not a privilege.
Join the nearly 7 million investors who think like you do. FaceTime and Think Time make a difference.
Join us.
Join us. Join us.
At Edward Jones, it's how we make sense of investing.
And back to action here. 4:08 remaining in the first half, and Marmaduke's built their lead up to 5 and basically came off of 2 turnovers by the Greyhounds.
Yeah, quick timeout trying to stop some bleeding right there, trying to keep them getting away from them.
Yeah, it looked like 2 of the ball handlers, that was I think White and maybe Shelton, both went to the floor there, lost their footing, and had the easy opportunities for the Greyhounds. But back to action, 4 minutes remaining. Rector back with it. And this is Reed Weber into the game, 42 for the Cougars. And Stevens can't get it to go. Tips it back out to Weber. Now deflected out to Reed Weber. And a blocking foul before the shot. I assume it's before the shot.
I don't believe he's going to allow the bucket.
It's on the floor. So the Cougars will take the ball out underneath their own basket.
He is going to allow the bucket. I believe he is.
Really? Okay. No, he. Oh, okay. But he was doing this signal on the floor, but it looked like it may have been basket good too. So it's actually on the floor.
A little confusion everywhere.
Yeah, it was.
I don't believe it's just us.
Weber with the inbound. They're looking for Shelton, but it's given up to Weber underneath.
Nice
Scores
move
it.
by Reed Weber.
Nice inbound play, giving Weber space inside, and he converts. Chris Jones with the ball on the left side. Donnell with it. Trying to look down to Hawley. Throws it over his head. Taken away by the Cougars. Shelton with it out front.
Nice
Shelton
pass
now back
inside.
with it. Nice cut to the basket, but it looked like it was blocked away.
All for naught.
Holly handles it for the Greyhounds. Under 3 minutes remaining in this second quarter. Donnell with it. Bungilder over to, that's Chris Jones. And it looked like it was just a two-pointer there.
I thought that was going to be a three.
It looked like it, but he may have had a foot on the line. And a drive into the lane, up no good by White. He's going to look at it the second time, and he's fouled on the shot.
Draws the foul.
He'll go to the line to shoot two. Foul charge two. Casey Reagan's his first. First shot up, no good.
It's going to be important to hit those free throws, Tyler.
It certainly
Keep
will.
this thing close.
You know it's going to be a close game coming down to the end. Second shot, no good.
Holly's still working real hard to get open, but they've seemed to contain him just a little bit.
Yeah, it seemed like he got off to a great start, and since then, Rector's really got into the passing lane, making it tough for him to get the ball, but he gets it right off the inbound, scores it.
Spoke too soon. That was a beautiful move.
He's just got a knack for getting open and getting himself in position to score.
Not to mention he's extremely athletic and talented.
And it's Mitchell Weber on the drive. He's fouled on the shot. He'll go to the line to shoot two. And the foul on Dylan Bungilder. That's his first. Mitchell Weber to the line to shoot two. He gets the first to go. Second shot goes for Weber. He's got a nice half. He's got 8 in this first half. And long attempt, no good by Jones. Alex Scott with it. Cross court to White. He goes into the paint, and he'll be fouled. Foul be on Dylan Bungilder. That's his second.
I believe that'll be on the floor, won't it, Tyler?
I will see. It looked like he may have been making a move, but looks like they're lining up for free throws. It's kind of that middle area. He was going to make a move, and looked like the referee
may call a break there.
Yeah. Whether that move was a pass or a shot, the referee saw it as a shot, so he'll shoot two. First shot up is good. Second shot on the way. It's good. Daniel White, 2 of 4 from the line tonight. Now under a minute.
Back to 4 points. Looks like they're going to try to be patient.
Yeah, they've got plenty of clock to kill, and we'll have a timeout for the Greyhounds. And we'll take a break with 33 seconds. We'll be back in a moment.
At Allen Christian and Dexter, you'll like the way we do business for many reasons.
We make the buying experience simple with a large selection of Buicks and GMCs to choose from.
We offer quality pre-owned vehicles priced to fit any budget. No gimmicks, guaranteed.
Shop us any day, anytime, here in Dexter or online at allenchristian.com.
We service what we sell with one of the most experienced service departments in the Heartland area. Selection, price, experience, family owned for over 53 years. Allen Christian Buick GMC, Dexter.
And back to action here. We've got 33 seconds remaining in this first half. Marmaduke up by 4, but Rector's worked their way back into it. And it's a close game as we've expected between these two teams.
I believe Marmaduke's going to try to hold off and go for one, Tyler.
It looked like they were doing so right before the timeout. I think Richie wanted to call timeout and make sure they were in the right set coming down to the end of the half. And Hawley's going to handle it for the time being. Gives it up to Reagans. Now we're with 15 seconds. I'm sure they're going to look to get Hawley the ball here. He's off the ball. Reagan's going off the right side. He goes into the paint, goes up, and he'll be fouled with 6 seconds remaining. So Reagans will be the one going to the line to shoot 2.
I believe Mitchell Weber drew that foul.
Mitchell Weber with his second personal foul. Reagans misses the first. Got a few subs here. We've got Dylan Bungilder back into the game for the Greyhounds.
Once again, Tyler, free throws on both ends of the floor are going to be important.
Sure, and that's Reagan's second shot. Connecting, now with 5 seconds. Alex Scott on the right side. He's got an alley. He goes up. Can't quite get it to go, and that brings it into our first half. Marmaduke Greyhounds on top of the Rector Cougars, 31-26 after 1 half of play. We're going to take a break, and we're going to be back with marketing coordinator Moses Porterfield with New Wave Communications. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
At Allen Christian and Dexter, you'll like the way we do business for many reasons.
We make the buying experience simple with a large selection of Buicks and GMCs to choose from.
We offer quality pre-owned vehicles priced to fit any budget. No gimmicks, guaranteed.
Shop us any day, anytime, here in Dexter or online at allenchristian.com.
We service what we sell with one of the most experienced service departments in the Heartland area. Selection, price, experience, family owned for over 53 years. Allen Christian Buick GMC, Dexter.
People come from everywhere to get their deal from Lincoln Lacey. They come from Benton, Bloomfield, or and from New Madrid, Bertrand, Campbell, Parma, Kelso, Lilburn, Portageville, Risco, Bernie. Lincoln Lacey is your domestic auto lease headquarters. From Rector, Arkansas, Gideon, Sykes, Head in Arkansas, Morehouse, Dexter, Minor, East Prairie, Charleston, Chaffee, Hollard, Arkansas. Come on out to Lincoln Lacey in Malden.
The Sports Roundtable represents one of our great traditions here in Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas, and that's high school athletics. And nobody promotes it better than us here at YHC. What's new with the Roundtable this year? We're looking to add representatives from our local colleges, Southeast Missouri State, Arkansas State, and Three Rivers, to give us the inside scoop on local college athletics in our area. The Roundtable was designed to give local viewers in-depth analysis about teams and sports in our area, and we're geared up to go once again every Saturday morning live at 10 a.m.
Stop paying too much for your home phone service and switch to New Wave Telephone with unlimited local and long distance. Plus free call waiting, caller ID, and voicemail for one low price. This is a limited time offer, so call New Wave today.
And we're here at halftime from Rector High School, and we got a great game, 31-26 score at half, and now we're along with Moses Porterfield, the sales and marketing manager for New Wave Communications. And Moses, good to have you here with us tonight.
Great to be here. It's a great ball game so far.
Sure is. We always look forward to this game each year, Rector and Marmaduke, and it seems like no matter where it's at, Marmaduke, Rector, it's down to the wire. These teams go way back, and we're certainly proud to be here tonight with this game. And just Moses, tell us what's going on with New Wave.
Tyler, we got a lot going on, and we're really, first off, we're proud to be here. Glad you guys are doing this. It's great for these communities to have this, and we can see these games live, and just these smaller communities, a lot of times they kind of get left out in the whole mix, and that's what our company's about. We like to get into smaller communities and get in and help out where we can, and sports is a great way to do that, and
Sure.
everybody seems to like that. So.
Yeah, and I can't say enough on our part about New Wave and what you all offer, what y'all's capable of. I tell you, with all the services you all provide now, you go anywhere in the country and y'all can match up with any provider across the country when it comes to the technology that y'all provide, when it comes to internet speed and just general communication service. Y'all are top notch.
Well, we're proud of that, and there again, we're proud to offer that in communities that generally wouldn't have that option. Talk about the internet. We offer warp wave speeds, and we like to call up to 50 megs of internet speed that you're just not going to find anywhere else. So that option's out there. It's not for everybody, but hey, we want it to be there for those that need it. Along with our cable services, our phone services, and we're on the border of hopefully in Arkansas real soon. We're offering our home security product. So doing that in Missouri now, looking forward to offering that in Arkansas as well.
I've actually seen that in the works, and it's impressive. You can actually access your cameras in your home or unlock your doors from a remote location through the internet. It's
Pretty much
amazing.
anything that system will do. Anywhere you have an internet connection, you can log in and do your system, and iPhone apps for it as well. So really looking forward to hitting the Arkansas market with that hopefully fairly soon, and that'll be a great product, another offering we have for folks.
And as far as I know, I think Time Warner Cable and maybe Comcast, someone like that, may be doing the same kind of service, and y'all are right up there with them, offering the same service.
Exactly. They're kind of the big boys of the cable world, and that's where we pride ourselves. We like to try to jump in there and offer the same things you get in a bigger city, whether it be a Little Rock or St. Louis or Memphis. We want to bring that to the smaller communities, so we're really proud to have that. Have offerings like this as well, to where we can bring high school basketball. That's something you don't see in other markets. Is what you guys do. So we're glad to have it.
Yeah, it's certainly, the capability for us to go out and do these games is based on the capability of New Wave itself. If they didn't have the network strong enough to do things like this, we couldn't do them. So it's certainly a testament to what New Wave has and their services and what they offer, that we're able to do this. So we're certainly proud of what New Wave's capable of, so we can go out and bring the best viewing experience possible to all the New Wave customers.
Yeah, and we hoping to do that for a lot more communities here in the near future as we expand our networks, and we're trying to do that every day. So got a lot of great things coming up for Clay County and Northeast Arkansas. Everybody can kind of watch the paper in the next couple of weeks. We're going to offer some specials that are just be right here for these folks in Northeast Arkansas. So got something special for them as well.
All right, we're looking forward to that. And Moses, we appreciate you taking some time with us here at halftime. We'll be certainly keeping in touch going forward, and we'll be looking forward to this second half in here in a moment. Thanks again, Moses.
It's been a great game. Thanks, Tyler.
And getting back to the game here, and we're back with Michael Lindsay for the second half. And just briefly here, Michael, just at the first half scoring, Morgan Hawley was 17, and he may actually have 20. We weren't quite sure who'd come away with that three-pointer in that second quarter, but a big first half for Hawley. And on Rector's side, you've got Dylan Shelton with 9 and Mitchell Weber with 8. So some good performances on the floor tonight.
Hawley had a huge first quarter. Couldn't quite pick it back up in the second, but I got a feeling he's going to come back on in the second half.
Sure. And we've got look like a personal timeout on the floor. That's Zach McDowell being looked over here. He might have
took an elbow there.
May have taken a little shot. Weber looking down to Knight. He pulls up in the lane. Good. Nice shot there by Denver Knight. He's on the board.
I believe Rector's going to have to see a lot more of that from Denver to keep this thing close.
Yeah, Denver certainly is the one that provides the energy for the Cougars, both offensively and defensively. He really gets after it.
A lot of athleticism and a whole lot of heart.
McDowell with it. Now Reagan's back with it. He drives it, kicks it out to McDowell. He goes in the paint, goes up. No good. Rebound Stevens. Alex Scott with the ball. Gives it over to Stevens. Looking down to Knight, but it's taken away.
Tried to force that one there, Tyler.
He sure did. And now it's Hawley into the lane. Won't go. Knight with the ball. He's going to go. Try to go coast to coast. And shot won't go. That time for Shelton.
Nice pass, just no reward on the end of that.
Yeah, it's nice hustle. And Rector almost come away with a nice series there, but fortunately it's over back to the Greyhounds. 5:41 remaining. McDowell with it on the right side. Bunkgilder with it. He goes in the paint. He's fouled on the shot. And that's Alex Scott taking a shot there. He'll be charged with the foul.
Pretty tough collision to end up getting a block on that one.
First shot good for Bunkgilder. I think I've got his name down. This is, I think, the second or third game with Marmaduke, and he's got a tough one, but hopefully Bunkgilder's the one. And there's the second good for Dylan.
That's why I'm leaving it to you, Ty.
Yeah, right. I'll take the burden. Scott with it. Guarded closely out front by Reagans. He's on the drive. Gives it up to Knight. Great pass. Knight goes up, and he's fouled on the shot. I've been really impressed with Scott since he's really came into the lineup this year. He gives them a presence with the ball handling skills that he has to make a play such as that.
He is a great ball handler and has developed into a pretty good little leader.
Sure. First shot good for Knight. The foul was charged to Morgan Hawley, his first. Denver Knight at the line, gets the second to go.
Holly's working awful hard to try to get the ball.
He sure is. He's had to work hard ever since the second quarter. They really picked up the defense on him, and Hawley's going for the rebound. He's right there. Can't get it to go. Mitchell Weber now with it. Under 5 minutes remaining. He'll put up for three. He nails it.
It'd be important for Mitchell to get hot.
Yeah, he's got 11 in the game. Looked like he was going to back it on out, but he was left alone, and he knocked it down. We've got a tie game. And a foul. Looks like that'll be charged to Zach McDowell.
Mitchell's a lot like Hawley. If he gets hot, he can rack up some points quick.
He sure can, and he's a guy that can go inside and out as well. And shows a lot of versatility. The foul charged to Chris Jones, his third. Pass underneath. Hawley with the score. He finally gets back on the board. He's got at least 19.
All that work to get open paid off.
Yeah. Stevens on the left side. Gets it out to Scott. Now under 4 minutes.
Looks like they're spreading it out just a little bit here, Tyler.
Yeah, you certainly want space, especially with a player like Scott, where he can create with his dribble, and he's going to be fouled on the shot, and he'll go to the line to shoot too.
Nice spin move there.
Yeah, he can get space, and they're certainly spreading it out to where he can use his ball handling skills to create for himself and for the rest of the Cougars. So he's going to go to the line to shoot two. The foul was charged to Will Wimberry, his third. Scott gets the first to go.
Looks like we may see a few more fouls called this half. We may get in a one-on-one pretty early.
Scott's second shot goes. He's got 4 in the game. Hawley up with the shot, no good. And we've got a foul on the Greyhounds. And we've seen since the first quarter, Hawley's shots have become much more difficult. He had to fade away on that series. And so, if he's going to...
I believe the Cougars realize they're going to have to key on him to stay in it.
I mean, that was a good attempt for Hawley. He'll typically knock that down, but we're going to probably see more shots like that because Rector's really making it more difficult for him to get a good look.
He's worked really hard to get open. It's got to be winding him just a little bit.
Brandon Stevens with the score. He's got 6 in the game. 3 minutes left in this third quarter. Three-pointer on the right side, up no good. Reagans couldn't get it to fall. Stevens with the rebound.
Wanted to push right then, but thought better of it. Slowed it down a little bit.
Knight with it, over to Weber. Looks down to Stevens. He's got to do something with it quick. Yep, he's called for the 3-second violation. Anytime you get the ball in the paint, put a few dribbles down, you need to make a move or get out, and he passed it back out and wanted it back, so that's pretty much automatic.
To get that far down the post, you've got to go up with it.
Yep. Two-point advantage for the Cougars. Donnell with it. Over to Reagans. Guarded closely by Shelton. Donnell with it. Looking down to Hawley. He's trying to get some space underneath. Shot up in the corner. No good. Rebound Shelton. He's on the break. Over the right side. Kicks it out. Knight with it. And he'll pull up for three. A little short. Rebound Donnell.
Might have rushed that just a little bit right there.
Yeah, he was looking to make a move. May have pulled up a little too soon, but Hawley pulls up. A little strong. Reagans with the rebound. He goes in. Blocked away by Stevens. But then Reagans gets it right back, and he's fouled on the shot. Looks like that'll be Brandon Stevens.
Both teams having just a little trouble finding the basket.
Yeah. And Reagan stuck with it. Had his shot initially blocked by Stevens, but then gets it right back. Takes it right back and draws the foul from Stevens. Now to the line. He misses the first.
We're getting to that point. Those free throws are going to start showing up, the importance of them.
Second shot, no good.
Looks like the Cougars going to spread it out a little bit here, slow it down.
Just over a minute remaining in this third quarter. Alex Scott handling for the Cougars. Now under a minute. Shelton with it. Scott back with it, guarded closely by Reagans. He's going to go to the hoop and pulled back out. Stevens with it. He's got an open lane.
That's
and
what
he
they
scores
were
it.
working for.
Well, the lane just opened up.
It was a good possession for the Cougars.
Killed some clock and pushed their lead up to 4. Now with 30 seconds remaining in this third quarter. Now we're approaching 15 seconds. Hawley's got it out front.
I got to think he may be trying to take that last shot. Oh, looks like he gives it up.
He's off the ball, but he's looking to get open. And he's here at the top of the key. And he loses the ball. 3 seconds. Knight's got a chance. And he scores it. And a bucket at the buzzer by Denver Knight pushes the lead to 6 for the Cougars heading into the fourth quarter. We'll be back in just a moment.
People come from everywhere to get their deal from Lincoln Lacey. They come from Benton, Bloomfield, or and from New Madrid, Bertrand, Campbell, Parma, Kelso, Lilburn, Portageville, Risco, Bernie. Lincoln Lacey is your domestic auto lease headquarters. From Rector, Arkansas, Gideon, Sykes, Pickett, Arkansas, Morehouse, Dexter, Minor, East Prairie, Charleston, Chaffee, Pollard, Arkansas. Come on out to Lincoln Lacey in Malden.
First Midwest Bank Gold Club offers special privileges for our friends who are age 50 or better and have combined deposits of $5,000. Members enjoy trips, cruises, seminars, and picnics along with free personalized bank services. Upcoming trips include Journey Through the Holy Land, Yellowstone in winter, Classic Ireland, and Hawaiian Paradise Cruise. Stop by any First Midwest Bank location to sign up for the Gold Club. It's absolutely free. First Midwest Bank, providing common sense financial solutions every day.
And back to action here. What a game we've got so far. We've seen Marmaduke handle most of the lead through the game, but here in the third quarter, Rector made a surge and a nice bucket at the end of the quarter by Denver Knight to push to 6.
Definitely a momentum changer, Tyler. A momentum changer.
And Rector opens up with the ball. Stevens with it. Over to Scott. And ball looked like it was touched. And it was by Dylan Vungilder. It'll stay with the Cougars. 7:22 remaining. Scott with it. He drives it, gives it up, and deflected away.
Tried to force one inside there.
It was a nice look, but a great effort by Vungilder. And the shot goes up and good. He'll get the foul. Chance at a three-point play. And the foul will be charged to Denver Knight, his third, team foul number 4. McDowell goes to the line. Converts it. And that cuts the Rector lead to 3.
Both teams working hard. It's fun to
They
watch.
sure are. I always love doing this game because I tell you, they match up so well each year, it seems like. You know, no team really is much better than the other team year to year. It seems like they match up well each year and always makes for a great game. And Denver Knight on the drive gets the basket and the foul.
Even when there's some disparity in both teams, it seems like one rises up to the other. It's just a great rivalry.
And looking back to last year, you know, Marmaduke got Rector both times, and Rector had upperclassmen, and you know, Marmaduke was a little younger last year, but Rector fared better in the season at the end. But Marmaduke come away with 2 victories head to head.
You can throw the record out the window when these teams get together.
And Denver Knight converting the three-point play. Now the other way. That's Will Winberry with the shot. Alex Scott looks underneath. Stevens goes up, scores it.
Both teams have an answer.
Yeah, we've seen both teams trade baskets here in the fourth quarter. Rector pushing its lead back up to 6. 6 minutes remaining. Hawley into the lane, shot blocked away by Stevens. Alex Scott on the drive, gives it up to Shelton, and he'll be fouled. And that'll be Winberry's 4th foul. That'll send Dylan Shelton to the line to shoot 2. First shot, good. So Winberry will check out. We've got Reagans and Donnell coming into the game for Marmaduke. And the second shot goes, pushes the lead up to 8. Quick pass, McDowell with it. Vungilder with it, works against Stevens.
Both teams pretty patient at this point.
They certainly are. Vungilder with it. He steps out, gives it up to over to Reagans. He's on the drive. Scoop
Nice
shot,
move.
good.
Very nice move.
Reagans has 5 in the game with that bucket. Now with 5 minutes remaining. Knight gives it up to Scott. And he'll drive it, goes to the cup, blocked away. Nice block by Hawley. And a nice drive by Alex Scott.
Both teams working hard, not
They
showing
sure
a whole
are.
lot of.
Alex Scott on the drive again, gives it up to Shelton. Back out to Stevens. And a timeout. Matt Mills calls one, and we'll take a break, and we'll be right back.
We know you have many choices in automobile dealerships, but at Glen Sain, our customers are special. We want you to understand that we're always working very hard to please our customers. We have a great selection to choose from, and with the 0% and the rebates and our prices at Glen Sain, it's a great time to buy. I'm Danny Ford, owner of Glen Sain. We want you to come see us, and God bless our troops.
And with 4:15 remaining in this game, Rector up by 6 over Marmaduke. And what a game this is turning out to be, Michael.
God, absolutely as expected. No disappointment here.
Great game by both teams, and we've seen kind of go back and forth, but Rector being able to hold on to their lead here in the fourth quarter. And it looked like Rector is going to try to spread out Marmaduke, maybe kill some clock, and if they start to pressure, leave it in the hands of Alex Scott to make a play, and he's had a great game.
You bet. Hey, I want to mention real quick while I've got just a second here. You mentioned I was there for in place of Steve Horton tonight. I believe his brothers had a bit of a health scare this afternoon, and just want to make sure that mention that our thoughts and prayers are with them, and we wish him a speedy recovery.
Yeah, certainly. And a holding foul on the inbound. Looked like that was Casey Reagan's. With the second personal foul. Alex Scott with it. And taken away. And Casey Reagan's with the steal and a quick timeout. Timeout by the Greyhounds. So we'll take a break and be right back.
Hello, I'm Dr. Terry Swinger, and I'm so pleased that YHC TV will be carrying so many sporting events this year, both boys and girls. These events help with leadership, personality development, and I would like to wish all of our students and all of our schools a safe and successful year.
And back to action here. And as you mentioned, Michael, Steve Horton would be with us tonight, but he had his brother have a scare with possibly a heart attack, and as he told me before we got started that I think his brother was about to undergo surgery, so hopefully everything turns out fine with that and he gets back to health. That certainly can be very, very scary anytime dealing with a heart such as a heart attack.
Absolutely. Hadn't had an update yet, but we do wish him the best.
Sure. Holly with the ball. Coming off the screen. McDowell with it. Shot at the elbow. A little short. And a foul will be charged to Morgan Holly as he goes for the rebound. That'll be his second. And that will send Rector to the line to shoot 1-1. So a 1-1 bonus for the Cougars already here under 4 minutes.
We talked about that earlier. We thought that bonus may come into play pretty soon.
Yeah, nice opportunity here for Rector to step to the line to extend their lead. First shot up, good for Scott. Second shot, it's good. Reagan's with the ball. 8-point advantage for the Cougars. Looking to Holly, taken away by Denver Knight. Coming up with a big steal.
We mentioned earlier he would have to step up and be a big part of this.
He's got a tough assignment keeping the ball from Holly, and he come away with a big steal there. Shot up and underneath by Mitchell Weber. And Rector pushing its lead up to 10 here with 3:16 remaining. And we'll take a break and be right back.
If you have the audacity to believe a financial advisor should talk with you, not at you.
If you have the nerve to believe meeting eye to eye helps you see eye to eye.
If you believe access to your financial advisor should be a right, not a privilege.
Join the nearly 7 million investors who think like you do. FaceTime and Think Time make a difference.
Join us.
Join us.
Join us.
At Edward Jones, it's how we make sense of investing.
And back to the action here. Holly working against Knight. It's been a great matchup all night long. Holly with a spin move into the lane, goes up, will not go.
Can't get the ball.
And a tough shot by Holly, and he hasn't had it easy.
He's got to be getting tired. He's worked really hard. He has got to be getting a little bit tired now.
And if anybody's got a second gear, it's certainly Holly. He certainly won't be going anywhere coming down the last of the game. 2.5 minutes remaining.
I don't believe he's had a break the whole game.
He might. I don't think so either. Knight with the ball, looks to go baseline, blocking foul by Holly. That'll be his third personal foul.
Showed some discipline there, not taking that three. He was wanting to. He was eyeing it.
And it was smart to try to, or smart to be aggressive, pick up the foul, go to the line to shoot a 1-on-1. Oh, excuse me, that was on Bungilder there with his third. Looked like Holly there in the corner. Holly with a fall-away shot, nails it.
Gets it to go down.
That's a tough shot. He's had a tough time getting good looks, but he creates some space and converts on that series. And we've got a timeout. We'll take a break and be right back.
At Allen Christian and Dexter, you'll like the way we do business for many reasons.
We make the buying experience simple with a large selection of Buicks and GMCs to choose from.
We offer quality pre-owned vehicles priced to fit any budget. No gimmicks, guaranteed.
Shop us any day, anytime, here in Dexter or online at allenchristian.com.
We service what we sell with one of the most experienced service departments in the Heartland area. Selection, price, experience, family owned for over 53 years. Allen Christian Buick GMC, Dexter.
And back to action. 2:12 remaining in this game. We've got an 8-point advantage for the Cougars. And Rector will inbound, and certainly they'll try to take off as much time, but if Marmaduke's going to pressure them, that's going to give them opportunity to potentially stay aggressive and get something going towards the basket.
Lots of time left, Tyler.
Lots of time. Marmaduke will extend its pressure. We'll see if it's a trap. We're going to certainly try to trap. And ball almost thrown away, but Denver recovers. Weber with it, gets it out to Shelton, over to Scott. And reach-in foul committed by Bungilder. That'll be his fourth. So that will send Scott to the line to shoot a 1-on-1. Under 2 minutes remaining, 1:52 to go in this game.
You got to think Marmaduke's going to want to get that quick foul at this point in the game.
Yeah, we're under 2 minutes out, and they need as many possessions as they can get. And they got one here. Missed free throw by Alex Scott.
We talked about how important those free throws were earlier.
McDowell for three on the right side, off the left side. Weber with a rebound.
Marmaduke have just a little trouble getting to go down at this point.
And a foul charge to Casey Reagans. That's his third. Minute half and remaining. Alex Scott back to the line. He'll shoot two this time. Double bonus. First shot up, good. Second shot, it rims off. Quickly the other way. Holly into the paint, no good. It'll be off of Rector. It'll stay with Marmaduke. 1:22 remaining.
Holly's trying to make something happen for the
and he's certainly got to be the guy to force the issue here. If he can't get to the basket, at least he's going to get an open shot, potentially go to the line. So he's certainly got to look for his shot here in the last moments. McDowell open in the corner. He certainly has the outside capability. Out of bounds off of Holly. Turns it over to Rector.
Marmaduke putting the full court press on at this point.
They're really starting to get after it. Certainly have to at this point.
They're going to get a quick foul.
And a nice steal by McDowell. Holly right
Holly
there with a
with the ball.
putback. Under a minute remaining. 7-point advantage for Rector.
Marmaduke going to have to get a quick foul, it looks like.
Certainly now that they've crossed half court. And Bungelder committing the foul. And I believe that'll be his 5th. That is indeed the case. Mitchell Weber to the line to shoot 2. Derek Donnell will check in for Bungelder. 40 seconds remaining.
Bungelder getting a nice round of applause from fans.
Had a nice game. He has 7 points in the contest. First shot up, no good for Weber. Big free throws here. And gets the second to go. Extends the lead to 8. Holly with the ball, works against Knight. He goes in and comes up a little short. Knight with it, looking ahead, deflected, but he gets it back. Well, almost gets it back, out of bounds. Off of Knight over to Marmaduke. .24 seconds remaining.
If Marmaduke could come down and get a quick 3,
they certainly
make a whole new game out of it.
They certainly probably need 2 straight threes to get this back to.
Right here's their opportunity.
And he nails it. That's Zach McDowell with a big 3. Keeping hope alive for the Greyhounds with 16 seconds remaining. And we'll keep it right here. 16 seconds remaining in this final frame. 5-point advantage. And certainly Marmaduke's going to go for the inbound steal, and if not, commit the foul. But Rector's got to go to the line to hit some free throws.
You bet. Yeah, it's going to be important to make them right in this last.
Plenty of time.
16 seconds.
Marmaduke sends Rector to the line with, say, 15 seconds. Marmaduke can't Rector can't convert. They're one basket away from making it a one-possession game. So Rector certainly has to inbound the ball, get it inbounds, and then take care of it at that point. And Marmaduke will be forced to foul. So Marmaduke not quite out of it yet, but Rector certainly in the driver's seat here with 16 seconds.
They're going to have to keep their composure.
Inbound goes to Knight, and they will foul. Quick foul. Foul charge to Reagan's, his 4th. We're over 10 team fouls, so Rector will shoot 2. Denver now to go to the line with 14 seconds remaining.
I know we've talked about it time and time again, but very critical free throws right here.
Second shot's good for Knight. And the second goes as well. 2 big free throws for Denver Knight. Pushes the lead up to 7. Now with 13 seconds remaining. Hawley on the drive. Can't get the runner to go. And now under 10 seconds, Hawley will foul and commit the foul. And with 5 seconds remaining, that'll pretty much seal it for the Cougars.
I know it's a bit cliche to say, Tyler, but there are no losers tonight. Both teams played really hard.
Yeah, certainly a game we expected coming down to the wire. And always enjoy to watch these two teams play. And the first one rims out for Weber. And second shot good for Weber. 5 seconds remaining. Holly's going to look, give it up for a last 3, put up and in by Chris Jones. And now to bring it into the game here tonight from Rector. Big win for the Rector Cougars, 57-52 on top of the Marmaduke Greyhounds. And we'll take a quick break and be back with your final stats and discussion coming up.
The Sports Roundtable represents one of our great traditions here in Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas, and that's high school athletics. And nobody promotes it better than us here at YHC. What's new with the Roundtable this year, we're looking to add representatives from our local colleges, Southeast Missouri State, Arkansas State, and Three Rivers, to give us the inside scoop on local college athletics in our area. The Roundtable was designed to give local viewers in-depth analysis about teams and sports in our area, and we're geared up to go once again every Saturday morning live at 10 a.m.
Stop paying too much for your home phone service and switch to New Wave Telephone with unlimited local and long distance. Plus, free call waiting, caller ID, and voicemail for one low price. This is a limited time offer, so call New Wave today.
And we're back with you post game here from Rector. Rector coming away with this win tonight, 57-52 final score. Rector coming away with a big win and always a big matchup between these two teams, Michael. And like we said all game, we didn't expect anything less than a close game coming down to the end, and certainly that was the way it ended up.
Yeah, not disappointed at all. But like we said earlier, no losers here. Everybody played tough. The first game, junior game, we did televise. It went to overtime, so it's always something special when these teams get together.
Yeah, well, it's always a great matchup between these two teams, and we'll go over the final scoring. And we've got for Rector, had 4 players in double figures. Denver Knight with 11, Dylan Shelton with 11. Also, we have Mitchell Weber actually leading with 15, and Brandon Stevens with 10. Alex Scott with 7, Daniel White with 2. For Marmaduke, a great night for Morgan Hawley with 23, followed by Chris Jones with 8. Dylan Bungilder with 7. We have, Chris Jones with 8. May have mentioned him already, but Casey Reagans with 5 and Will Wimberry with 2. So you look at Rector, 4 players in double figures, very well balanced. Had a great night from Mitchell Weber with 15, and followed by Shelton hitting a few big shots from the outside. And I tell you, Denver Knight getting all his points in the second half with 11.
We talked about that. He would need to pick up the pace a little bit, and as they always does, he did tonight. It was also important to have Mitchell back. We talked about that earlier. I believe he'd missed a game or two, and having him back was a big boost to the Cougars.
It was certainly. We're looking forward to this game. We do each year, and it's always a great game between these two teams. Well-coached teams, I might add. Matt Mills for Rector and Steve Ritchie for Marmaduke. They just continue the tradition between these two schools, meeting up each year, and it's always a pleasure to come down to either Marmaduke or Rector for this great matchup each year. And Michael, we appreciate you joining us tonight, and we can just talk about you being Farm Bureau agent and Rector. Is that right? Is it Rector?
Yeah, all of Clay County. Right now, office up in Piggott. Going to have, hopefully, within the next year, we're going to get an office here at Rector, but wherever we're at, take care of anybody in Clay County and actually the whole state of Arkansas.
Sure. Fine folks at Farm Bureau across the country, and especially here in the Midwest with Farm Bureau. So, Michael, we appreciate you coming on with us to do the game, and hopefully we can get you back up here sometime again.
Hey, I appreciate you having me. Like I said, glad to fill in, but be glad to see the professionals come back next time.
Steve, I don't know if Steve would put himself in that category, but we sure like him, and hope the best for him and his family with the circumstance his brother's in currently. So hopefully the best will come out in that situation. But again, thank you, Michael, for tuning in, and all of you out there. We intended for this game to be live Tuesday night. We didn't get to do so, but here you're watching on the replay, so we'll be playing this game quite a bit. So We appreciate you for tuning in, as always, for this big matchup between these two teams, and we hope to see you again for another great game right here on YHC. For myself, Tyler Wagner, Rick DePriest on production, Andy King on camera. Also a visit from Moses Porterfield from New Wave, the sales and marketing manager for New Wave. Appreciate him and New Wave Communications. And we'll be looking forward to having you back with us for a game coming soon right here on YHC. Until then, take care, everyone.